I do woodworking. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of saws. There's a bandsaw, table saw, radial arm saw, miter saw. And they all do different things well. But you pick the saw that does that job well. So when you're buying a camera, think of it as a tool. When you're buying editing software, think of it as a tool. What will do the job well? Occasionally I'll see online somebody saying, hey, what kind of camera should I buy? Should I buy this camera or should I buy that camera? And there's always somebody who says, well, if you're not going to buy this camera, if you're not going to buy a Red, if you're not going to buy a Mira, then you're just wasting your time and you're unprofessional. And to that I say, bullshit. The camera that you buy is one piece in a huge, huge list of things that's required to make a film. How many horrible, horrible films have you seen that have been shot on really good cameras? Happens a lot. If you have a great script, if you have great actors, if you have a great concept or treatment for how you're going to tell that story, you could tell it on an iPhone, and people do. You could tell it on any camera because it's not dependent on the camera. Cameras are awesome, yes. And there's a difference between the cameras. But if your story's great and doesn't rely on $1 million camera, then it doesn't need $1 million camera. It needs a great storyteller. So be a great storyteller. If you can spend $1,000 on a camera and get something that's good enough to tell a documentary, and it'll save $30,000 for other stuff in the budget, then save it. If your film relies absolutely on pristine, perfect, glorious images, then spend the money on the camera. It's about the film, it's not about the camera. A similar thing with editing systems. I've heard so many Premiere editors say that Final Cut Pro is a terrible editing system. And I've heard Final Cut Pro editors say that Premiere is a terrible editing system, and both of them say that Avid's a terrible editing system. Well, the truth of the matter is they're tools. They're saws. You find the one that fits your hand. Because in the end, they both tell stories. They all three tell stories. So you find the tool that fits your hand best and use that one.